Hello everybody, how are you? So the reading I'm going to do tonight is how do they describe you to other people? So like if you've got an ex, okay, or someone that you're dating or someone that you're interested in, you'll describe them in a certain way, won't you? You know, like, oh yeah, like he's really good looking, he's got kind of this colour hair or whatever, he's into this sort of thing, and you know, he's really good to his family, you know, all that sort of thing. Okay, so we're going to see, so they'll have an impression of you, your special person, and we want to know how they describe you to other people. So I have done a pre-reading and it was a little bit more challenging than I thought. So this is the second time because I really want to get this right for you. And also, just to quickly say, I love your comments, okay, but if you're going to leave really disgusting, vile comments, okay, which I feel aren't appropriate for this channel, then you'll just be automatically shut off, because I have something set up on YouTube, and if you actually use quite a lot of swear words one after the other, okay, and just sheer nastiness, it's not these are not comments to me, then YouTube just tracks it and removes it. Okay, so it's really not about the words you're using, it's really the overall energy. I'm not going to have really low vibration, like demonic, vile comments left underneath these videos about exes and things like that. So I love you sharing you know, your heartache or your sadness and stuff like that, but we're still going to keep this high vibration and full of love, you know. So I hope you understand. I'm not going to say too much more. I mean, you know, I don't mind if people sort of say, oh my God, you know, he was a total nightmare, and you know, he broke my heart and I'm never going to forgive him and stuff like that. But if you're going to say he's a did bleep 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 blinking bleep 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 bleep, and I just feel like it's gone over into another dark dimension. No, sorry. Okay, just so that you know. All right, so pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. So let's go to pile 1. Okay, everybody, so this is pile 1. I just did a shuffle off camera, just so, because it saves me a little bit of time, I can speak more and you know, and not spend all the time shuffling, because I just want to tell you as much as possible. Wow, they are incredible cards. Just while I'm putting these cards out, just to let you know that I'm still doing my Etsy offer, full reading at £25. Had lots over Christmas and New Year, which was fabulous. So it's down from £45 to £25. And just very quickly, if you didn't hear the first part, if your comments, even, you know, either towards me, which I don't really get any bad comments, but or towards your ex, actually becomes really vile and really dark and low level, YouTube will just remove it. Okay, so just to let you know that. So, well, how does your special person describe you to other people? Well, this is very, very, very interesting. Well, clearly we can see the proposal card. So they clearly describe you as someone who is marriage material, someone that they would like to commit to, or yes, would like to commit to. And they tell them that they're in love with you and they'd love to put a ring on your finger. All right, so that is totally amazing. And if that wasn't enough, I mean, this is like the perfect combination. Above that, you've got the 2 of Wands. So this doesn't exist in the tarot deck, because I created this card myself. And they tell people, oh my God, how hot sizzle they have for you sexually. They are actually blinded with desire, and they tell you you are a hottie. Okay, and your sexual chemistry is off the chart. That's what they're telling them. So you can't get better than that, really, can you? I mean, it's amazing. And hey, look, if you're not together, you can feel great that this is how they describe you. They also tell them what a great kisser. So this is obviously very important, you know. They tell them that you're a great kisser and how much they love kissing you and how much they want to kiss you. Okay. They also tell people, which is very much like the proposal card. I think they might tell them, obviously, how they see you as a long-term thing in their life, or that you would definitely, you know, someone they could see a future with, and someone that they admired, you know, to propose to. Sorry, I'm doing past and present tense. It's a little bit tricky. But they also might sort of describe you with your love for nature as well for some people. Or they might describe a situation which involved a tree. I know that sounds weird, but maybe you had a special moment or something in a garden or with a tree or something like that. But they definitely describe or tell people about how abundant you made their life feel, you know. So they're probably like, oh yeah, you know, she makes my life feel really good, and you know, the sexual chemistry is off the chart, and I just want to kiss her all the time, and you know, and I love her so much, can't wait to put a ring on it, or I'd be thinking about that. That's how they describe you. Now over here is quite interesting. This is probably for people in separation, which most of my watchers are, but I have to include those people who are not in separation. They tell people how they worry about you. Okay? They tell them how they worry about you, that they can't sleep for thinking about you, and how much they need to heal over something in your connection. Okay, or how much they want to heal something in your connection. We've got it down here. This is causing them a great worry, and they talk about it a lot. For others, they might describe you as a worrier, someone who worries all the time. Okay, maybe someone who's a little bit intense. Okay, always thinking too much or overthinking things. So they might describe you like that. For others, they might describe that that you've got a healing personality, okay, that you're nurturing, and they feel very healed around you. You're very loving and nurturing, okay. So all really, really positive. So this is how they're describing you. So I hope that's a lovely surprise for a lot of you. Just want to find out, you chose the voice. I just want to see if the cards want to tell me anything about the voice, because it does dovetail into a lovely nurturing nature. So what do you want to say about the voice? Ooh, this is interesting. Oh, look at that, Ace of Cups and the Two of Swords. I think that they tell people that, right, let me get this right, that they know that you love them, but that you won't show it. And for some people, I feel like they're telling them how much they love you, but they don't want to let you know for some reason. For some of you, they don't want to let you know. They want to protect themselves. But I also feel like they feel like you won't communicate some things to them about your emotions, and on some level for some people that you won't let them in, okay? And you're sort of protecting yourself as well. So that's how they describe you. So overall, I mean, extremely beautiful. And I think also they talk about, because I can see a lot of twos here, they tell people how they're making a decision about you, okay? And that they don't know whether you will, for some of you, they don't know whether you will accept their decision. They talk about you in this term here, which is the Queen of Wands, which is the symbol of a person who is highly desirable, you know, someone who ignites someone's passion. So they talk about you in these terms, you know, like when we get very excited about someone, you know, like beautiful and sexy and fun and exciting and different and alive, and I've never felt this way before, all those things. I can't read this any other way, guys, you know, because it's all here. So that's how they talk about you. Very, very positive. A lot of lust, a lot of desire, a lot of fire energy, you know, you really ignite them. But over here, it's just a little bit more underneath that they think that you're an over worrier or an overthinker, and they're also potentially for some who having sleepless nights and that sort of thing, just as I said. And there's something about you two expressing your love to each other, okay, but maybe both holding back. Look, someone's not ready to, someone's got to make a difficult decision here. Look, the 2 and the 2. I think that they're not sure whether you will accept their love. And that's how they describe you, okay? So pretty awesome. So do give it a like and do leave a comment, high vibration. Please do share your sadness and heartache, that's perfectly acceptable. But let's just keep this quite high vibration. Thank you so much, and it's ciao from Italy. Ciao, ciao. Hello everybody, how are you? So I just did a little shuffle off camera just to save time so I can speak more. Everybody knows I keep my eyes closed when I choose the cards because I love to find out with you what's going on. So just as I'm laying these down, just to let you know that I'm still doing my my offer on Etsy, but you can pay by PayPal if you want to. £25 for full reading instead of £45, and just asking people to keep the comments high vibration. Very happy, you know, for you guys to obviously share your heartache and your stories and your love stories, you know, and if people have let you down, all perfectly fine. But we've been getting some comments that people have been talking about their exes in such a disgusting and vile way, using vile language. It's not acceptable. And YouTube will just, they have those little nanobots, don't they? And they just sort of remove the comment if it's really, really bad. So just so that you know that. Okay, guys, so how does your special person talk about you? This looks a little bit challenging here. I'm going to have to say this, okay? So let's see what's going on. I think that your person describes you as someone that's moved on, okay, and someone who is extremely bitter. So that's not easy for me to say, but maybe that resonates with you. Doesn't mean it's true. They talk about an ending, an argument, a separation here, a lot, which either they say they're celebrating, and I'm sorry to say that, or they're talking about a third party, and they're talking about that. And they're talking about this ending, all right, especially with the World card. And I think they're talking about, I get a feeling this isn't true, like I don't think they're being truthful with people. I get a feeling they're talking about how you really hurt them, how you really stab them in the back, okay, and how on what they've lost in this connection. This is the feeling that I've got, and I think they're maybe saying how much they loved you as well, and like you've taken something from them. That's the feeling that I'm getting on this. Okay, so gosh, do leave a comment on that just to say, yeah, this is what they're talking about. Tell me a little bit more. It's a little bit confusing. It's a little bit confusing. So I'm sensing, you know, obviously, yeah, I'm sensing a lot of blame here. Yeah, so they definitely have no qualms in expressing their love for you. Okay, no qualms at all. Okay, because this is normally a celebration of happiness. Six of Cups is really, really powerful about love. They really have no qualms about talking about how much they love you. But I feel like we've got the Ace of Swords over there, that they're communicating in a very powerful way the negative aspects of you, okay, which doesn't mean it's justified, and how how things have ended, how things have changed. They're not happy. This is what I'm getting. They're not happy about the situation. I feel that they feel lost and abandoned. But this is how they're describing you. I feel like they're saying that it was unjust. It was very unjust how you two have either had an altercation or separated. Okay, full separation. Okay. Tell me more about this. Very challenging this week. Yeah, they have a lot of desire for you. They really want to kiss you. And they talk about that in a very pleasant way. But they also talk about the hurt. There's a lot of hurt here. It's not what I was expecting. For some of you, just to put this in, they might be talking about your work. If you guys have anything, no, not your work, sorry. They talk about you if there's anything legal going on, like contracts or anything like that. Anything legal that you've got to sort out, any sort of financial things, that sort of thing. They talk about that, about you. I think they also talk about how you come across as very friendly, and they also talk about your extended friendships and how much you seem to enjoy life as well. I feel like they also say that you're very worldly. That's what I'm sort of feeling, and that I'm sort of getting the sense that they feel like you just go off in another direction, okay, and that like you can just abandon them and just go off in another direction. And I think the old hag energy is, you know, they're angry and upset, and the old hag is about, you know, someone who's very bitter and twisted, and, you know, about a situation, and they talk about the hurt, and they talk about the ending a lot, and they talk about how much they loved you. I think they talk about how much they gave you as well, you know, and for a lot of you, they're talking about, you know, the gifts like flowers and things like that, you know, that they've given to you. Yeah, they're definitely talking about gifts here, and how much they put into the connection. That's how they talk about you. I think that they also think that they feel like you are an effective communicator, and that you're very clever with your words and stuff like that. I feel like they think that you're very clever in your work as well, and that they're very impressed with that. And I feel like maybe they're a little bit annoyed that you always have this very balanced approach to everything, okay? And I think that annoys them. I feel like they think that you're healing and you're nurturing and you're extremely kind as well. So let me just see in the last few seconds what this old hag is all about. Yeah, they're just expressing their anger, I think, over here, over the situation. Okay, maybe you said something. Yeah, so they feel like you don't have generosity. They are telling people that you don't have any generosity, or you keep your finances to yourself and you won't express your emotions. That's how they feel. They feel like you're maybe being selfish, and that you're keeping everything to yourself. Yeah, that's what I just keep hearing, keeping everything to yourself, that you know, you're not giving to them, and that's why they're very, very hurt over this. This is very, very interesting. I like this question. Not what I expected. I also feel like they might be saying how they took you down. Something like that, you know, that they were able to, this is only for a few of you, how they were sort of able to get rid of you, which is a bit weird because they really, really love you. So I don't quite understand that. Okay, maybe there was some sort of battle or fight or altercation or something like that, and they're kind of talking about that. And I feel like they think that they came out top in that, but then at the same time they're expressing their loss for you. But I think that they really admire your life in some way, okay, but they're really angry with you, and they've got some really bitter words at the moment. So I'd love to do it longer, but I need to go on to the next reading. But that was very, very interesting and very unexpected. So thank you so much, and it's ciao from Italy. Thank you. Ciao, ciao. Okay, everybody, just did a little shuffle off camera just to save some time so I could speak more to you guys rather than spending time shuffling. So what are they saying about you to other people? So just to sort of say, I've still got my Etsy offer on, £25 for a full reading. You can have little mini readings at £15 as well. And it's a full reading. I really go in depth, and I've had a lot of readings over Christmas and New Year. And just to say with comments as that, I love hearing about your stories. Feel free to express yourselves, of course. But if you're going to get really vile and vulgar and really demonic, dark energy underneath the videos, then no. We want to keep this high vibration, you know, while we're sharing our sadness or whatever. Okay, so let's how are they describing you to other people? Wow, this is quite interesting. I never expected it to come out like this, really, so I just have to go with the cards. They talk about you like you are the pinnacle of their desire and satisfaction. Nine of Cups. And oh boy, do they tell people how they had to fight for you. Yeah, how they had to fight for you. And they tell them sort of how explosive you are, like in a good way, you know, like sexually and excitement-wise, and, you know, like this is like emotions, but it's kind of like, oh my God, I'm so happy with this person. I feel so good with this person, you know, and I'm so connected with this person, and it's, you know, and the sexual chemistry is amazing, and it's just beautiful and magical, blah, 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 blah. All right, so they tell them all that. And again, secret sex card. So I'm just feeling with this Nine of Cups, it's about your connection and the way that you made them feel when you were together. Now, some of you might have been in a third-party situation with the secret sex, but for others, it's just about, oh my God, you know, this was just so illicit and tantalizing and exciting and mysterious, and, you know, it caught me off guard, you know, like I was constantly on the edge in a really good way in your sexual union. But what I'm also seeing here is some sadness over a third-party situation, whatever that third-party situation is. You know, whether you were both having an affair, whether there, you know, there's a reason why you had to keep your connection secret, or could currently be doing that. And they're talking about this with some degree of sadness. All right. And nostalgia as well. We've got nostalgia here. And what I see here on the opposite side of like the good stuff is that they tell people how they couldn't quite work you out, all right? They weren't quite sure about you in some way. They couldn't quite work you out. or or they felt that they had to make a choice about you, or while making a choice about you, okay, to move forward. And they talk about this, and I feel like it's a struggle for them, you know, or they talk about it like it was a struggle if you're in separation, because they're making a decision here with the Two of Swords. So they do tell people how sort of like, I don't know, I'm getting all different sort of mixed things here. They could be saying stuff like, oh, I had to make sure I didn't tell her everything, or, I've got to protect myself in this situation, because blah, 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 blah. Or, yeah, and I feel like that you were a bit of a mystery, and that they tell people how they don't really, for some of you, they're telling them like they feel like they don't really know you for some reason, okay? And for others, they're talking about you in the context of, like, I had to make a decision, this or this, or, whatever, and they're saying it with like, I don't know if I made the right decision there, and that sort of thing, okay? So there's a lot going on here, So what else? I feel like they might describe you, yeah, definitely someone who's a little bit mysterious. Like they didn't know whether you were like, if they put the hand out, whether you were gonna like, they're gonna get a snake bite off you, or they're gonna get like a loving tender touch. They didn't know. So they describe you like that. And I think they describe you as a little bit of hard work. All right? I think they say, oh, it's just a bit of hard work and stuff like that. I felt amazing, but, it was tough at the top, that's what the cards are saying. So tell me more about this very precarious description of pile 3. Okay, definitely the lust and the energy was there, 100%. But it was not plain sailing. Oh my God, no. Don't give me these cards, because then I just want to talk forever. Oh my God. Right, what the hell is going on here, guys? This is what the cards are saying to me. I'm now connecting with the warmth card. They're saying that you were the light in their life. You were in the darkness, you were just this beautiful light that came into their life. And you were marriage material. And I was going to say, like, the 9 of Cups is the sort of the bliss state before you commit, right? They tell people, this is how they describe you. You're marriage material. They want to put a ring on it, or they are wanting to put a ring on it. And they love you, Maybe they're keeping the love a little bit secret, but that they are telling people, like, I feel like it's sort of like, God damn, I should have put a ring on it. But they're also describing how, for many of you, for most of you, how they've abandoned you. For others, sorry, I'm just checking the time here. It's, for others, it's a little bit like I feel like they're describing you like a princess, and that they feel like they've got to slay dragons to get you. There is a definite sense that they feel like they have to do a lot of work to get you. In another way, for other people, they know that they've abandoned you and you're waiting for them to step up to the mark. Okay, here you are in the tower, waiting, saying, hey, where's my knight in shining armour? Like, yeah, so I feel like a lot of them, they do describe you like that, or that you gave them the feeling that they should be the knight in shining armour, okay? And if they weren't, then they weren't good enough, all right? Well, that's maybe their perception, but there's definitely the overriding feeling here is that they will describe you as being totally blissed out, totally hot, sexual chemistry. They find you quite hard work though. They found it hard being at the top with you. They feel like they don't know you completely, and they never knew which direction you were going to go in with them, and that they had to protect themselves, or they found it really hard to make a decision where you were concerned. Oh my God, I could just read this forever. Oh, I can't. It's the end. Just one more. One more. Oh, the Three of Cups. Celebration. Marriage proposal. Okay, guys, going to leave it there. Ciao from Ashley. Ciao.